Hey guys, so I'm going to show you a video. I took my drone out today for the first time. It was my first time flying it, but I just want to show you the actual drone that I have. So it's the DJI 4K Mini. There's a Pro version of it, but I can't afford that because I'm poor. So this is the case that it comes in. So this thing is less than 300 bucks. What a deal. So it comes with this case. Everything fits in here. However, I found a case pretty cheap that's durable and rugged, and everything fits very tightly into it. I think I got this for 20 bucks. So hopefully you can see this on camera. So here's the controller. It comes with the controller here. And what you do, this comes up and you put your cell phone in there. And that's how you monitor. You can see what the drone sees. Kind of cool. It's got little joysticks here. They screw in just like that for control. It's got one on the other side too. Very, very nice. Little charging port here. You can charge the battery here, or you can pull the battery out and charge it in the charger. And it's got different modes. It's got sport mode, it's got normal, and it's got cinematic. I was in cinematic because it's more like a fine-tuned control. Whole bunch of different things. This little wheel back here, it tilts the camera up and down. This, you can take pictures, stop and start your recording. This is a pause button. All kinds of cool little stuff here. And then, so here's the battery. So it comes with 3 batteries. And they're all charged up. I charged them up. And it also comes with, up here, you can't see, it comes with spare props, spare propellers, and a little screwdriver. So here's the actual drone right here. And it's got this cool little protective strap that you can take on and off. Right? So the way that you do this, you turn it over. You can pull your propeller arms out here. I don't know the terminology. I'm still getting used to it. These flip straight up like this. And that is the drone. So it's got a protective case here that keeps the gimbal still when you're transporting it. It's less than 250 grams, and that's important because you don't have to register this. You still have to take a safety course and everything like that, and I did. It's a little test you take. It's free. The battery for this is right here. You can lift this up, and the battery just pops right out, just like that. Slides right in. I'm actually going to take this out because I'm going to charge it. We'll put that in here. Close that back up. This is where your SD card goes, and I got the highest write speed I could find. I found out that was important. It's a terabyte, wasn't cheap, but I'm making payments on it just like I am for this because I'm poor. This is how you would start and stop it here. Let me just put this back on. Like that. I'm kind of behind my camera here, so I'm trying not to bust anything. It goes up there. Anyway, I just wanted to show you, I had a lot of fun with this. Now, it was a really hot, muggy day today. But I've got some footage, and I'm going to show you that footage right now, and we'll continue the video. So we're continuing. So I showed you the little drone that I have. Had a lot of fun flying this thing today. It was a hot one, and it was also pretty windy. It was, the winds were 10 to 12 steady, and it was gusting up to 20, which I think is roughly 7 to 10 knots and gusting up to 17 knots. Your battery, it's a lot harder to control it, and it requires more battery power. So I didn't stay out here very long. Literally my first time ever flying this thing. I watched some videos. I found this really great site, Utah quadcopter, something like that. I can't remember. If I remember, I'll put a link up on the screen there. But so what I did, I live right beside Western New Mexico University. It's a beautiful campus. It's a beautiful day. I just walked over And so you're going to see some sights of the campus here, not a lot of them. So like I said, I watched a lot of video because, I didn't want to wreck the thing or whatever. I wanted to make sure I knew what I was doing. So there's a couple of things you have to know. All drones, you have a 400-foot limit as far as the height, which is roughly, I think it's like 120 meters, roughly somewhere in there. Now the DJI, that's hard for me to say quickly for some reason, the Mini 4K, it's under 250 grams. And that's important because if you're more than that, by the way, that's about 0.5 pounds, about 0.55 pounds, about a half a pound. If you're more than that, you actually have to register the drone. But since this is under, you don't have to register, but you do have to take, they recommend a little test here, and I took mine. It's called TRUST is the acronym. UAS stands for Unmanned Aerial System. So it's just a quick little test. Most of it is pretty common sense, but there are a couple of things that are good to know. But anyway, let's get the video up here. There's no sound, but I'm going to be using the drone for future videos. And what I'll do initially is I'm going to put them on the gaming channel. But I've mentioned in a few videos, I do have a new channel that I created, and it's called The Anxious Explorer. If any of you guys are interested, there's no traveling videos, but what it is I'm going to be taking little road trips. I'm going to start just here around town. We're going to do some stuff around Silver City. I'll get better footage of the actual town. We'll go downtown. I've got a little selfie stick, which is going to be a little bit weird for me to get used to, but and I'm going to combine that with aerial footage from the drone and see if I can make it into, I don't know, just have a little fun, some real life stuff here. But anyway, let's get in. So I'm just getting used to the controls. There's a shot of you-know-who right there. So I live it's not even a quarter mile from here. I just walked right over. Really hot and humid day. We've had some rain and we got some more rain coming in. So this is part of the campus. Stone steps right here. They do a lot of activities out here. They do volleyball and stuff out here. This sculpture you see right there in front of us, this was just recently put in, I think last year. It's really cool looking. This is a great campus. I have a biking video. I took my bike around. This was several years back. It's on the channel. I think it says Bike Tour of Silver City if you're interested in looking it up. I rode around campus a little bit. So you can see the wind, you see the flags there, and as we go higher, it gets windier. So like I said, I was a little bit nervous. I didn't go too far at all with the drone. I just basically stayed in this area, but next time I take it out, which would probably be tomorrow, I'm going to go a little bit further. A little view of that building right there has a swimming pool in it, and there's a gym there as well. So one thing about the 4K camera, it has a pretty good picture, as you can see, when it's steady, but whenever you're rotating it, you tend to get a little, I don't know what, a little blurriness in the picture, which, whatever. It's less than $300, and it came with all of that stuff, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. There's me. So that blue thing you see down there, I bought that extra when I bought the case. It's just a landing pad. It was like $12, I think. It came with stakes and it has its own little bag. So what happens when you launch when you take flight for the first time, the drone records its position via GPS and it sets the home point. So if this thing gets too far away from me or I lose sight of it, there's an option that I do where I just press return to home. RTS or RTH. No matter where it is or what's going on, it stops what it's doing. It ascends to a specific altitude. I think I have it set for 35 meters, roughly. I think that's what I have it set to, which is, it's basically to clear buildings, telephone poles, trees. It'll come back directly over that blue square and it will land by itself. Now, it's not exact. It's not as good as the Pro, but it gets within like a foot of that blue pad right there, basically. So I'm just getting, used to the you know, how to turn it, pitch, yaw, all that stuff. One of the rules is you have to maintain VLOS, visual line of sight, on your drone at all times. Even if you are using a virtual headset, you usually have somebody else with you, but you both need to be able to see the drone at all times. It was pretty tough to see this thing a couple of times, but I mean, you know, it's not like the police are out here or whatever. No. Like I said, I was pretty nervous with it. And you could hear the motor when it was close to me kind of winding up, kind of fighting the wind. But with that gimbal, it does a very good job. So I have an option to rotate this camera up and down, and I didn't do that a whole lot. Right now, I kind of have it pointing down instead of straight forward. So I'm looking both at the drone and my cell phone. There's a little thing you plug. Basically, wherever you charge your phone, there's an adapter from the remote control that goes into that slot, and you can see exactly what the drone sees. And also, that's where the app is. It shows you a whole bunch of cool little stuff that you can do. This is a beautiful campus, and I'll try to get some better footage of it in upcoming videos. Looks like I've taken a seat there. I'm dying. It's very hot and humid outside. My cell phone, when I stopped, after I landed, look at the view there. This is one of the reasons I love the Southwest, man. This is, everywhere you look, you have these rolling hills and mountains. And my house is actually in the picture. Obviously, I can't point to the screen. Oh, you guys can see the mouse here. My house is, so this is Mississippi Street that runs down this way. Up this way, that's directly west up here. So this is this is north, east, south, and west. So the Gila Forest is up towards this way, but my house is like right in here. I think this is actually, you can just see through the trees there. It's like a little longish house there, right over there. If anybody cares, if anybody wants to stalk me. So I've discovered, so I got a terabyte card, which wasn't very cheap, but again, making payments on all this shit through Amazon. So I think what happens, it records in 4 gig chunks, and then it starts a new video file. I'm actually not a fan of that, but I think it's like a fail-safe. There might be a setting or something I can choose. So there'll be a second video when I go to land it. Yeah, and like I said, I'll get some better footage. There's basically one law for New Mexico as far as drones, and that's don't use it for unlawful recording of people. And obviously you can't fly it in airspace. Well, you actually can, but you have to get approval. And you have to have a registration ID number and all this stuff. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I'm a complete noob to drones. But you can fly in regulated airspace, but it does have to be approved, and there's all kinds of stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing any of that. Yeah, this is only a small part of the campus. It's a pretty large campus. It's the Western New Mexico Mustangs, and the football field is right over here on the left side of the screen. I don't even think we can see it. They put these solar panels in just recently, and over here, if you see my mouse on the left side, so I had an electric Volkswagen for a while, an electric car. There's free charging over here. They have like 12 chargers, all types for Teslas, whatever type of charger you have. And it's free. So I would bring the Volkswagen over here, sit, listen to music for 20 minutes, charge it up, and then I would drive the thing around. But very nice campus, very nice facilities. This building here is an art, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but they have plays and they do shows and stuff in there. I've never been in there. Yeah, because I'm a antisocial hermit, but it might be fun. Oh, there's a little view of the field over there. Right over this way. I've watched a few games. What I usually do is walk up this way. There's a little road that comes up, and I just like hang out up here and watch sometimes. They've got soccer field, baseball, all that stuff. So I think what I'm doing here, I've walked underneath of it. So right now what I did, I used the option to return to home because I just wanted to see what it'll do. So right now it's ascending. It'll fly directly back over that landing spot and it will land itself. But I think what I do is I take control of it. I'll have to start the second part of the video here, but I land it myself. Yeah, so let me start the new video. The other part is right here. The grass is pretty long out here, so I didn't want the blades to get caught up in the grass or anything like that. So next time I do this, what I'll do is I'll record the cell phone screen as well, and I'll just put it in a little block. That way you guys can see what I see on the screen. So I have a grid that I use. It's an option, and it makes it a lot easier. It shows you exactly where the center of the drone is. So I was trying to get as close as I could here. But again, first time ever flying the thing. It's really easy. It's, you know, there's not much to it, really. Oh, did I play? I didn't. Let's continue. So it should stop. Right now it's autopilot basically to land, but I could tell it was going to be a little bit off. So there's a button you press on the controller and it just pauses it. Whatever it's doing, here's the shadow of it right over here. It'll just hover in place and you can figure out what you want to do with it. But so I pause it and then I take manual control. And I realize it's going like off course here. So now I'm going to take control of the thing. Kind of cool seeing the props. I blow the grass around like that. I didn't even notice it was doing that. This thing's reversible. It's got a black and white side too, but I just wanted it to be clear. So now, once this thing gets to a certain point, it goes into landing mode by itself, which I'm not exactly sure what happens, but it'll do it all by itself. I think it does that so you don't come down too fast. It comes down at a specific speed, like right there. You saw the camera adjust automatically. And that's it. That's the first little video there. I had a lot of fun with it. Like I said, it was very short, but it was so hot and it was a little bit too windy. So hopefully we'll get some of these storms will blow through. It's supposed to rain on and off for the next couple of days with storms and stuff. But I had so much fun with this thing. So I plan to take it out to a couple of different places. I want to take it up. There's a lake I want to go to that I'll show you guys. I actually took the kayak up there when the Camaro was still running. I think that was a year or two back. I have a video of that on the channel. And the Gila Forest. I want to go to the Gila Cliff Dwellings, which I've never actually been to. I've been through the Gila National Forest. You can drive through it. Beautiful, beautiful drive. But I guess that's it. So I will post this video on the Misty Mountain Gaming channel, and I'm also going to post it as the very first video. Well, there's a video on the other channel, the Anxious Explorer. It's just like a music video. I just wanted to put something up there. It's something I did a couple of years ago where I'm listening to one of my albums or something, but I'll post it over there as well. So thanks for watching. Love you guys. I'll see you in a future episode of something. Peace.